Yeah. We here.
Create Studios podcast with my guy Lincoln Roy in the building.
Yeah. What's good?
Los Angeles-based artist, singer, songwriter, producer. Came up to 5 straight to our show. Came to talk about music. Isms going on around LA in the Bay Area. How you doing today, sir?
I'm alright. Yourself, sir?
I appreciate you coming on. I'm doing great, man. It's fucking hot out here, dude.
Yeah, it's a little,
Yeah, it's
AC
hot in
on.
LA.
Yeah, it be hot out there. It get cold at night, but it's hot during the day.
It get cold at night, hot in the day.
Bottled water.
That's global warming. Cause like it just be hot in LA all day, all night.
Yeah,
every time I get the Airbnb.
Airbnb?
Every time I go to LA, Airbnb.
You don't do hotel?
I can't do the hotel, bro.
What is it like?
I felt like people just pee in the bed, and they're not gonna go and change the bed. Have you ever seen anyone change a bed in a hotel?
Oh my god!
Have you ever seen anyone? No, right? But you know they pee in that bitch.
Yeah,
so it's
man.
just like I don't know they peeing, but
all the towels smell the same.
all the towels smell the same. It's that weird like, and then the Motel 6 has like meth installed. It just smells like meth and carpet. In a motel, so
you
like
funny, bro.
Yeah, but like the nicer hotels are great, but I still just can't get over the fact that hookers are done here. And
man, it's a lot going on that bed, bro.
Here.
You have no idea.
I sleep on top of the bed and I fold the cover over me.
You gotta check the carpet when you walk into the lobby.
That's the first thing I look at.
You gotta look at the carpet and be like, "This been here since '62."
That's the first thing I look at. If I can smell the carpet, then I'm not breathing right. I breathe less. Like, let me just take a half breath.
Nah, you talking the truth.
How do you do hotels? And what hotels do you frequent? And how do you do them? Do you lay all up in the bed or like?
I try to get a suite so I can feel the idea of like an Airbnb.
Smart man.
If I can't do the suite, I'm gonna do the king size room. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you gotta bring an extra quilt or you gotta bring pillow cases. And you need to sanitize, like.
Bro, I be feeling like bringing my own bed set and just buying one.
You want a
at
blow
the
mattress
logos?
on top of the hotel mattress?
I really don't trust it. You know what I mean?
No, that's crazy.
And hotels are just a funny game because sometimes they treat you weird when you get to the front. Sometimes they act like you're having a party. I shoot a lot of music videos, so I'm shooting a lot of music videos in the hotel, and they're very sus. A lot of them are; those are cool. But then you're like, damn, they ain't tripping on that.
It's when you're trying to extend the stay, and you like, hey, I'm gonna check out a few hours later. They want to make all type of prices up.
I hate that checking out bullshit.
12 o'clock is ridiculous.
Because you check in at 3.
Bro, the night before, it's no way I'm getting
How do you... You're stiffing us.
Yeah, bro. They got to do something about that. 4 o'clock checkouts. 5.
That would be nice.
5 o'clock checkouts.
We don't want to hold our luggage everywhere we fucking go, to the restaurant, to the place before we got to hit the airport.
Come on.
If not, you need a luggage storage facility
at the hotel. Okay, that's a good compromise.
Like a luggage locker thing. Hold our shit.
Yeah.
No,
give me access to the amenities.
$10. I'll pay $10.
Makes sense.
Anything
at least
over
have a
$10
spot I could come back to.
A spot that's monitored with security cameras.
Exactly.
Because I used to work at a hotel. I'm not gonna lie. Like I done stolen out of the one time.
Hey, the evidence is removed out the locker.
Someone left a really nice racket behind. I'm like, yo, that's just $300. Like,
I might need
and that
that.
was like in the '90s, so now it'd be like $800. But
that was like a Death Row era thing. It was inspired. Death Row inspired.
Death Row?
Death Row inspired '90s move.
Yeah, you're right. Probably Tupac made me do it. Tupac made me do that shit. Getting out of jail. I'm not a thug. I'm not living in the suburbs, but
ain't nobody gonna miss this.
I love listening to Tupac and doing wild shit.
That's the GOAT, bro. He
very much so.
Listen, out here, you know what I'm saying?
Are you from that era? You mind me asking how old you are?
I'm 28.
Okay, so you're kind of in that. You were around then a little bit.
I'm aware of the aftermath. But the initial moment,
that was a golden era.
I don't really know about that.
That was a gold.
The aftermath,
I gotta tell you, man. Like during when Tupac was really, because I was like in high school and he just came out and it was phenomenal because it was so much like artists you didn't believe. Like the whole time I didn't think Dr. Dre was a real gangster. You know what I mean? Like
he's a producer.
He kind of switched it up. You know,
he's
what I mean?
a producer.
He was doing the World Class Wrecking Crew R&B shit before. So like
the little the funkadelic stuff.
The funkadelic stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like what? But the Eazy-E you completely got. Snoop Dogg and Dragon Outlet was just amazing. I mean that was a good combo. Nothing But a G thing was just crazy. Because you gotta imagine, because at the time, bro, there wasn't that sound, bro. It's easy for you kids to make music. There's hella references, bro. But back when you didn't have a reference, it's like, what kind of song am I gonna make? I mean, these guys were making crazy shit, and mind you, before it was just East Coast shit, just like, you know, DJ Clue type shit, you know, and then the West just had this, and I'm as a fan from the West Coast are thinking, how do East Coast people and South, like, do they appreciate this shit? And like hearing them migrate here and asking them, like, did y'all really appreciate that? They're like, yeah, we appreciate it. Like, it was dope. Like, y'all had that ghetto gangsta funk sound from the West Coast, and Snoop Dogg was the man. Snoop Dogg was so new when he came out, bro, with those slow
But Snoop Dogg was the freshest thing, because I just went to an exhibit over there off Highland and Vine, and it's a Hip Hop Forever exhibit, and it's the 30th anniversary of Doggy Style, so they put like a room dedicated to him. They put this mixing thing where you could listen to the drums, the bass, the lyrics, so you could like remix the song, and then they had the original vinyl, the album, the actual
That's
physical T-shirts. So when I stood in there, I'm like, okay, 30 years ago, bro.
I gotta have that here. Listening parties here, but you could remix their songs and drums.
You could put the drums and the bass and the lyrics, or you could do. They call
that's
it
that Kanye West shit, right? With this little player. Okay.
What they call it, an immersive experience or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was.
What was that at?
In Hollywood, LA. I went probably like a month ago.
They do that a lot in LA.
Yeah, it's a lot of those, exactly. So
the Bay don't do none of that, really. Do you notice that? Or maybe you don't notice, but
I probably haven't been as tapped in as I need to. But I would expect the Bay to have some type of museum, art gallery, music show.
Bro.
Like, you know,
I should probably do that here.
E40 deserves something like that.
I would love to have
Too
a
Short
museum.
deserves something like that.
I might have a museum in my lobby. You just gave me an idea.
Mac Dre, they all deserve some type of, you know, reference.
I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Creative minds.
1025. Okay. Museum. So, born in LA?
Yes, sir. Born and raised. First South
South
generation.
Central?
Yes, sir.
Los Angeles, which was wild when you told me that, because, like, when I was young, there was a show, South Central, you know, Snoop Dogg blew it up. One of the most popular blown up hoods in the West Coast. What is South Central like right now?
Right now, based off the aftermath of like Nip, everybody is very business minded and becoming more business savvy, or at least bringing the idea to the table. More so, the idea has sunk in, because this was the guy. Not saying he was the first to ever be in LA doing business that way, but
Kinda. Not really. I feel what you're saying.
Not
I feel
the
what you're
first.
saying.
He's not the
but
first.
like almost like the first like guy philanthropist who put it out there in a manual
The
like
package.
form. Yeah,
He had the package.
Yeah, and he told you how to do it in his raps.
So that right there, you know, everybody was already coming up hearing it, but we were a certain age. So now, after the aftermath of everything, I just see a lot of people my age group and younger is just more so moving like in that direction. Whatever it is you're trying to do, I see a lot of people developing their own thing. Before that situation, I'm gonna be honest, depending on what location you was in, you gonna subscribe to what's going on.
Can you elaborate what that means? Because I know what you mean, but
that's
like, you don't get caught up in the gang life.
Nah, I'm not a gang member. But I'm just saying, you grew up in LA, you're in certain areas, so there's affiliation. But that was the culture per se.
Politics.
Per se, before this idea of business brand and
It's out here.
You know what I'm saying?
It's out here.
He's like the evolution of our generation's. They say Malcolm X, bro. Like, it's true. Like, that mentality.
And so the kids, and I'm sorry because the church noise
No, it's
in
cool,
the background. The kids, you're saying, are gravitating toward that. They're hustling now.
Yes. Entrepreneurial spirit.
Well, that's a positive thing, isn't it?
It's a great thing. So you got to give credit where credit's due. And then also you yourself would have to be inspired regardless of what someone else does. So it's a community thing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because you kind of felt that when he died. Like, is this happening? Is he inspiring people? And I think he did, because the way he went about it, he didn't do it like in this hip hop backpack way.
Nah.
He was like gangster, but he was like talking about business shit.
Exactly.
I mean, kind of a stretch to say buy real estate. You know, like, but that was a great mantra.
Yeah.
Like, buy real estate.
Yeah.
And he was I mean, not your, not the first,
but not best, something you haven't heard before.
But the best to do it.
His
in
voice
that way,
and his influence,
very grimy. His voice. I mean, it's like, yo, that guy smokes cigarettes and hustles all day. That's what it sounded like. His voice, like
I met him a couple times.
So. How was he? How was the experience?
I mean, the first time I met him, bro, was
he
like.
Acknowledged you? Did he?
Nah, the first time it was like 08. So I think Bullets Ain't Got No Names was out. So at one point it was a plaza on Crenshaw and Slauson, and he was by the fish market. And this was before, the marathon tape. So that was the first time I seen him. Next time I seen him was his release, the store.
A little bit closer.
Sorry. Oh, excuse me.
The way. Sorry.
No, you good. The last time, the next time I met him was at his store release party. He had Karen Civil there, Big Boy. It was a cool block party.
Big Boy from Outkast?
No, Big Boy from Power 106.
Oh, 106.
My bad. I should have clarified that though. Because it's the same name. Yeah. So a lot of people were out there. That was the second, and I think Russell Westbrook came out that day. So it was people there.
Is that skinny Big Boy or big Boy?
At that time, he was skinny. Hey, that's not something we talk about. Big Boy
used to be big. No, the young kids don't remember. I don't even really know who Big Boy is in the Bay, but if you know in LA, you know Big Boy.
He lost some weight, right? He lost some weight.
Bro, he used to be huge.
Yeah.
Him and that weatherman dude.
Who?
Bro, you don't remember that weatherman guy used to be hella fat? Al Roker?
Al Roker, yeah. They used to make mockery of him in cartoons.
He hella skinny now.
Yeah. So.
Interesting
guy, man.
Big Boy still active? He's still on radio?
Yeah, he do his thing on the radio and stuff like that. You still hear his voice. I mean,
radio's not as prominent though.
He 92.3 now.
92.3, I think. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because I see his clips on Instagram. Yeah. He still does the interviews.
Yeah. People always say that LA radio stations don't play enough LA music.
For sure, but that's so unfair, bro.
It's political.
Look, you selfish LA artists. That's very unfair. Because
radio is not necessarily the vehicle anymore, but it's still a vehicle.
But you're a media hub. So you have to. That's like right. New York saying, "Oh, you only play New York artists. We're New York media." No, that's not fair. Like, you guys are a main hub. Like, Atlanta's a main hub. But LA is a main hub. Yeah. And I think New York, you could say it's a birthplace. But because of where Hollywood at and the music videos and how stars are there bigger, and LA artists are bigger, just generally just because they're from LA. Yeah. I think that's unfair because you guys are an international hub. I mean, Hollywood's there.
I understand. I can see that perspective.
It's a media thing. Like, all your media thrives on what the whole nation is doing.
That's true.
Breakfast Club, Big Boy. I could go on and on with the DJs out there. But I should agree with you, Lincoln. They should put on more local LA talent. There's not like outlets out there.
You have to earn it, bro.
What are the outlets for LA artists to do? If you're seeing Lincoln Roy on his Instagram and you're an upcoming artist, how are you speaking to that guy? How should he get tapped in? And what are the outlets to do? Because out here it's like Dizzler, NorCal Next Up, Daily Slaps. There's certain media pages you should get promotion from. But I mean, what's the LA scene like?
I don't really keep track of the LA media promotion scene. I focus on building my brand and try to eventually partner up with a media company. So honestly, my goal is to start my own PR firm, my own media conglomerate, because at the end of the day, it's like, it's always gonna be politics.
So is that what holds a lot of it back? Okay, because like,
it's always politics.
Yeah, because I'm older, so like, politics was around, but I knew it would get deeper. Because listen, back in my day, there was certain bloods that hung out with Crips. I mean, it wasn't just so like these kids got off the media and they're on a certain ideology about what it was. But back then, it is what it was. And so it wasn't the lines you think. They could be blurred lines, you know what I mean? And just because you see someone that's the obvious, you're not going to just bust out your gun in public and get stupid. Like that's corny. Like, even bipping. Like, my friend was talking about bipping. Like, bro, there's like professional bipper, then there's like corny motherfuckers that just hit every car. You're gonna blow everything up doing that dumb shit.
Senseless.
You're gonna make it worse for us, people that really rely. We just hitting cars that are stupid. They got shit in there. They're in a section they should not be. That's all that we hit. You corny people are hitting up every car just trying to look through like, that's stupid. You gonna get blown up. Yeah.
It's the young ones that don't know who they are.
Yeah, and so when you say the politics, I'm like, man, that's out here too. And
it's always politics, bro.
Well, that's why I stopped throwing events. I know you said you throw events.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped throwing them, because it's just the kids get more and more team sided. Man, it's Raiders versus Niners. It's like, bro, like
that's what it is, though. And then you gotta think, music is a competitive sport, especially rap.
Absolutely.
Rap is it has to be a number one. So you got to remember, like, everybody's fighting for the idea of being number one. That's the politics.
Right.
Not necessarily how great the music is.
Right.
Not how great your performance is.
No, it's what you represent.
It's what you represent is what people buying into. So,
and that doesn't matter because now it's like, what are you representing that leads to a look? Like, there's just so much information out there. You cannot, in your brain, process all these rappers and rank them.
Nah.
It's more fun to see who their association is. Because that's kind of like our nature in wildlife, right? Like, we're kind of cliquish, you know what I mean? It's in our nature to be cliquish. Is it not, Lincoln Roy?
It is, because even as an artist, I know a real musician and a real artist when I see one. So I'm going to click up with those that I identify with on the same frequency as me as an artist, as a musician. Not in a negative connotation, but...
No, it's accurate.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Back in the day, labels would have a versatile array of artists. Now it'd be like a label's gonna have a certain type in this era
because that's what's working. The analytics already show there's already a pipeline for that artist. You just plug in place. You don't really gotta.
Like Frank Ocean shouldn't be signing YG.
Pretty much, because there's nothing he would probably know what to do with YG. Unless he's crossing over to R&B, I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. YG signing Kamaya. YG signing Kamaya makes sense.
But when we was in LA, we heard that and we thought that was cool. Like,
yeah. So how did LA people respond to YG signing Kamaya?
Kamaya cool, because she brought bangers. So
LA people fuck with Kamaya.
When we heard those records, we going up like it's anybody else. That's the truth.
I love that.
Nothing wrong with that.
They're bangers to you. The songs sound good from Kamaya.
Heard a couple of records that she dropped. I feel like around 2016, around that era, those was hot. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I'm asking because like it's just so tough for Bay Area artists to expand out of their region. And when I hear a successful artist like Kamaya doing it,
you gotta respect it,
bro. So I just met a Kamaya fan in my Lyft. Like I was like, "Oh, you're just a Kamaya fan?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to her concert."
That's what's up.
And I'm a huge Kamaya fan. And you could tell she was like, I don't want to say none where pronouns were, but it was like, oh, I see Kamaya being a representative for that. Like, that's dope, you know? And she dope, you know?
You tapping into exactly what the artistry game.
Bam.
You could say in the okay, like, let me give you a quick example. You got Sam Cooke of the 60s, right? But he started singing in the church. So he was the representation of transferring from the church to doing pop, secular music.
Right.
You get to the 70s.
Right.
You got this evolution of the superstar.
Right.
That represents something.
The 70s meaning, which superstar are you referring to?
You could throw Bob Marley in there.
Okay.
He was a new sound. You feel me?
Right.
So he represented something. 80s, Michael Prince. Pop star.
Those were different stars, Lincoln Roy.
That was bigger than the 70s. That was bigger than life.
Those were listen, when Michael came on, bro, people did
Nobody
not know
ain't never. What did he represent?
Did not
though?
even know.
What did he represent?
He was representing pop.
What album you talking about?
Well,
Off the Wall or as a kid?
Yeah, so I'm talking about more of like when he was a teenager.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like Breaking Bad and all that. Like that was when he really infused rock, pop, and some other shit. Like he infused 3 genres into one.
Makes sense.
So I felt like he kind of represented those. I don't know what really.
He was
Mike
the
did.
first.
Look, Mike was crazy when he
bro.
came out, bro. Mike was crazy. I'm not Elvis, whatever, Beatles. I mean, they all hit these crazy plateaus,
But
man.
Mike was the greatest entertainer,
bro.
all time.
Bro, because you got listen, man. You got Asian people crying.
He had the whole world passing out. What was that tour? The Bucharest tour.
He got to get to make Asian people pass out at a show, bro.
Come on. You know what's crazy? Because I did research and I seen Bob Marley perform in Osaka, Japan, and nobody knew the words. They just knew like it's Bob Marley. And, excuse me, they didn't speak English, but they knew the words. So what I'm trying to say is
Why there's so much of that?
I mean,
have you seen those social media clips where they don't know any English but they sing words in English?
But that's how powerful they're singing to the melody. They're not even really singing the lyrics. They're singing to the melody.
Wow.
The words have melody.
Wild how American language has that. Because if like we spoke Indian Farsi or some shit out here, it just wouldn't translate the same. You know
we
what I mean?
wouldn't
like,
speak their
and I'm Asian, so I have a point, bro. Like I came up in a different ass language, bro, and it's like hearing American, it's
different.
It's just different. It's just different, and so I don't know what that is, bro.
Influence, melody,
the rap, the singing. the Latin pronunciation, the twang on it, the southern, like the white way of speaking. It just all sounds good. It's just Asians don't have that. Like we gotta copy y'all to like. I'm not mean y'all, but copy American. K-pop comes from fucking. There should be a fee paid to America for that. It's a straight bite.
Hey, you know what it is, it's a way to make that money. So,
and dude, before the other nations were using music American to make themselves, they sounded like shit. I remember Asian rap in the 90s. It sounded bad. It was just bad.
They had Asian rap in the 90s?
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, they had Asian. Artists. I don't even know, bro. But there's some. Well, let's look up some.
Name one guy from the 90s.
We'll find one.
Yeah. Let me see. Take me down memory lane.
Memory lane.
Yeah.
I can't play any sound, but it's okay. Asian artist from the 90s rap. Many Asian artists prominent, including DJ Qbert. He's not an artist. He's a DJ.
He's a DJ.
Mixmaster, you know who DJ Qbert is?
No.
Okay, Mixmaster Mike, also not a art. Well,
Mixmaster Mike,
isn't he a white guy in that white group? I don't know. Top 10 greatest Asian American rappers of all time. Let's just do that.
Check that out.
Let's check this out. Soompi, Mountain Brothers, Jin is not. We don't. Listen, man, there's not a lot of Asian people that bump Jin. I'm just gonna lie to you. Do you know who Jin is?
Nah, bro.
Jin was an artist that used to be on the show called Freestyle Fridays on BET.
106 in Park?
106 in Park.
And that's who was on
there.
Jin
won, he's the only Asian artist to ever win.
Was it Blast Fury or somebody else there?
But,
Was it something Fury? Something Fury, the Blind Fury. He was on that show too, freestyling. So
I don't know about that, but maybe I'm not denying that at all. There's Lyrics Born, who's from Oakland. He's dope. Okay. He's not really from the night. Ty, Dennis, and Kane. I've never heard of you. Flow Sick. Never heard of you guys. Sorry, man. I don't know. That's just sad. But hey, man.
We pointing at the influence.
We shouted you out.
Shout out to all of them.
But my point is like there was an era before, like, because I could tell, I was like, I should just go to Asia and teach these guys how to rap in like an American way. But
you feel like you could teach somebody how to rap?
I felt like I could have done that, bro. I really was like, I should go to Korea and just show them the melodies to use and just use their language,
Yeah.
But their melody it just sucked. The R&B song sucked. What other influences you listen to? Is there any like other genres out there that's just crazy to you? That
man, like I said, I listen to reggae, dancehall, Afro beats. I listen to a lot of the soulful music from like the 60s, 70s.
Gotcha.
Older R&B, 90s R&B. That's where I'm at right now. I always study like older, like classic hip hop albums. You feel me? I listen to gospel music. I like to listen to instrumentation.
Have you heard about Miles Minnick?
No.
Miles Minnick is so dope, man. Let me show you something on Miles Minnick. I bring it up here, but I want to play the audio. We can play the audio on this.
Go ahead.
I don't think. Well, YouTube might hate, so I'll keep it really low. Miles Minnick. I'll play it on Spotify. Anyway, Miles Minnick is a Christian artist that I've seen promote in this new era, and I just felt like he's dope, man.
There's a rise of Christian rap,
bro.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong. Good. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
You hear it?
Every chance I get, I gotta make it back to service. I'm just trying to listen to the preacher, but here come the deacon who be asking for a feature. Worship come on and I'm popping my collar. I text the giving, it's more than $1. Remember every part my Ford and my Honda. Now God got me right, I make more than my mama.
I don't know, it's pretty good, man. Like Miles Minnick. I gotta note this because I might have to cut that out. I don't want the podcast to get taken down.
There's no police on creativity, man.
Yeah, but Miles Minnick just representing dope artists out there. Talk about some dope artists. I'm gonna look up Lincoln. Now I don't know why, but it only played a couple of your songs. It only play a part of the song. Do you have it set up like that?
You should be able to play the whole thing.
I just think it was because it was on the actual app. This is the actual app. This is you. This is Lincoln Roy. Talking checks.
Talking checks.
My lady a boss, she get my respect. She don't fuck with niggas who ain't talking checks. I need one to ride with, one I can slide with, one to spend time with. Yeah. My lady a boss, she get my respect. She don't fuck with niggas who ain't talking checks. I need one to ride with, one I can slide with, one to spend time with. Yeah.
I was never lie, I just kept it player.
Got some numbers in my phone a couple
perform
hours
this?
later.
Yeah, I'm performing this.
Perform this. What are you performing right now?
I stay, oh my god, I gotta get this paper. Smoking on the run, getting faded. Sipping on the liquor, now I'm cross-faded. What you doing for a living? Where your mind is? Shawty time was trying to get behind it. Can she ride it? Can I take you shopping? She said that she's single, she got her own money. She said keep it real, that's all she want from me. Everything ain't always what it seems. You single cause you never met. Put your number in my phone. Hey, my lady a boss. Yeah. Who ain't talking checks. One I could wanna spend time with. Hey. Yeah. She don't fuck with niggas who ain't talking checks. I need one to ride with, one I can slide with, wanna spend time with. Yeah.
Oh, yo, that song going crazy, man. I was listening to that before you got here.
Talking checks.
Got a great couple of songs, man. Two Shots is the one you're promoting right now.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds a little crazy, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay, that's not
Different. You didn't expect that, huh?
No, I was like, is this comedy? Like, it was just you're having a different character on that. I like Coasting too, because that's more like a West Coast. Like, very chill, very. I like your flow on that. Very fun.
Appreciate it.
Talking Checks was like your radio club single. I could tell.
It could work.
Yeah, you're showing your versatility on there.
Yes, sir.
So I know you talked off stage about this. Are you doing your own production right now? What is that about? Like?
Started off doing my own production. Right now, I'm collaborating with different producers that can help me be the best artist I need to be right now. And I see myself getting back to the point of having my own production company and being in-house. But right now, as the artist, I need the right production.
You don't make a lot of money doing yourself though, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. And on the business end, that's where you got to tighten up the business. So I know as an artist, that's first. So I got to be the best artist I can be first. Absolutely. And then I can go and take care of that. Some people say start there, but I mean, when you moving as, you know, as Lincoln Roy, you got to get the right production that Lincoln Roy needs.
And what does Lincoln Roy sound if Lincoln Roy were to describe it? Because your Spotify is versatile. Mm-hmm. So
I would say a genre blending sound. So first, there has to be pockets in the drums that allow me to showcase my flow. It can't be a tight, monotonous beat. Because it doesn't give me, as an artist, my creativity. If there's a sample in there, I'm going crazy lyrically. We also can go very like calm, nice, like outer national vibe too, where I could do melodic rap. So that's that the Two Shots, the Two Seeds.
I seen that. Yeah,
I can go and be melodic rap there. I could do the sample records. I could do the party records. I could do, you feel me, the genre blending records.
I seen that.
Yeah,
I love your sound. Only thing I had to say, if it was the most negative part of the pod, that I just felt like I would like to see a version where it's just, because you're obviously versatile. You've seen that, but I like to see something that you would just do some crazy fucking visual shit too. 'Cause I feel like just seeing your picture, meeting you now, that is your personality, and I think now you can pick the theme to go along with that, and we don't even know what that is yet. But I'm just saying, like, at that moment where it come, I would love to see you just take on that theme and embody that character, because artists are I mean, I've been in the game 15 years, you know, and so artists are always exercising their versatility, and I always tell them, but it's not that. It's about what I envision you as and what you're going to present, and it's kind of hard to jump around after that, you know. But
that's a good point that you're making.
But I just said, no, you're the way you have a look, man, and so whatever you decide to do visually, like,
take the visual game to the next level.
The visual should dictate the music, and let it. Don't let the music dictate it now. I think you should figure out what catches people out. If you being crazy like how you was on Two Shots, and I think Two Shots should be a crazy funny video. And even though Talking Cheeks is very club, it should look crazy. Like, you should bring some crazy shit, like purging in a club or something. Like
I get what
that.
you're saying.
Know,
Turn
like,
the visual up to the point where the eyes are getting.
Yeah,
because
you're
eyes
obviously
become the ear.
You're obviously very talented. But that's the only thing I can say, because it's just variety. And I don't know if the kids respect variety, but they do. I know they do.
Some do.
After fanship, for sure, you're gonna have fans. But I love all your songs. That's all I said. I was just gonna say, like, couldn't really talk bad about it. I think you do them well. I think you do have versatility for sure.
Appreciate that.
But I just like to see crazy visuals, man, with artists like you that are good, because it's like
the visual just makes the song bigger than life.
Oh, and you in LA?
Yeah, I know.
You got access to all those crazy studios and directors and.
Nah, I understand where you're coming from.
But definitely a fan, man.
Hop in the Game gonna be a crazy visual coming soon.
Hop in the game. About it. Let's talk about this. Who produced it?
So it's this guy that I've been working with. He sent me a beat pack. I picked that beat. I recorded the record. I have about 100 unreleased records. So I'm just picking the singles that I want to pick. So that's why Coasting came 2022, Two Shots came in 2023, and now for 2024 summer we dropping 4 singles.
So just all singles, I noticed you do. You don't really drop albums, I noticed.
Yeah, because I haven't dropped an EP or a body work since 2020, but I do have 3 albums tucked away.
Most of the younger generation wait for the hype to hit, though, right? And then drop the album.
Exactly.
Right?
You need some type of fan base.
Wasting all that content.
Exactly.
Well,
you don't got the eyes yet.
Yeah, you got numbers, but you don't probably want them to be where they're at yet.
Exactly.
And when they do hit, then you want to capitalize.
Exactly. So right now, one of those singles has to do that. So Crazy visual coming soon. Crazy promo coming soon.
I want to see it.
Come on.
Your promo game on point. Look, all the respect to LA artists, because y'all come out here, and I don't see enough Bay Area artists going out to LA.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
They
go out there, but they don't tap in with the promo. LA
Nah.
people handle business out here. They're not just coming out here to look at the bridge.
Nah, we over here working, bro. Can't drive all the way over here.
You're kind of like, who you know? Who's this guy?
Gonna drive 5 hours just to look at the bridge? Just to go to the
That's
Giants
what I'm
game?
saying. Like, I like how LA people are on their business, and it's like the rest of the nation is like different in the Bay, right? Because I felt like the rest of the nation, the north part of the nation, is like the more going active side, you know, and then the southern part is the more chill side. But out here it's like different.
Okay.
Like LA is the most active side, and the Bay seems like the country.
Nah, the Bay got a cool vibe though. Like scenery, I like the scenery.
Absolutely.
I like the weather.
How the women out here? How do you?
I mean, you know, it's pretty women everywhere. You know.
Really? Because LA got them too, right?
LA got pretty women.
What are the difference in women, Lincoln Roy?
Attitude.
Who got it?
If you got. If you got a good attitude, if you got a good attitude, I like you. If
you
don't have
want
a good
attitude?
No, if you have a good attitude.
Oh, a good attitude.
Then I'm all for it. If you got a bad attitude, then stay away from me.
I mean, I'm at a toss-up. The Bay has a lot of attitude.
Yeah.
Right?
You know.
Is it bougie attitude?
LA has the bougie attitude. LA has the you know, unapproachable attitude from the woman, and in the Bay it just seems like, you know what, I'm gonna leave that to you, and I'm gonna get more information on you and what you think about the attitude in the woman, because I only been out here.
You gonna leave it up to me?
I only been out here 3 times, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you're asking the right guy. 'Cause I've dated like every era of women.
All right, so you know better than me, man.
Yeah.
Teach me something.
Just had a 20-year-old that hit on me the other day, so it was wild. I feel bad for young men that aren't driven.
What do you think about this?
I feel bad
interesting
because and I'm gonna say it like this: if you're an older guy like me, who's done well and you're not doing horrible, you gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Because women right now, and I might lose game, but they're kind of trashy. I ain't gonna lie. Like they're very superficial. Like the car I got, the business, they like to make the most out of it. And I realize they're not dating me.
Nah.
You know, they're just dating
the
ideology of you.
Not really you.
And so women are more, back in the 80s, 90s, when I grew up, women were about culture and heart.
Exactly.
What are you about? What do you read? What do you do? Because there wasn't all this distraction shit. So it would take time and energy to get involved in this shit like karate or whatever you were. Like, you had to really go out and get it because it wasn't on the internet. You couldn't just.
Exactly.
You had to go and be a part of whatever community.
Exactly.
And so I felt like women were more wholesome than more like let's get married type of shit. Women are senile, man. They're like asking for vacation money and like then talking like throwing the marriage in there. Like
what?
What?
How you get from here to there?
What?
That's a crazy leap.
What?
You reach.
You don't even know me.
You don't even know.
You don't
me.
even ask what pisses me off. Like what?
You don't even know me.
And so you could clean up as an older man with money.
Yep.
In this generation, because I feel like women are more susceptible to the BS, and women are quick to label men, and the men don't even want to play ball because they see there's a lot of bullshit. And young men, you're absolutely effing right.
Exactly.
Because that's what I did when I was young. I didn't play ball. I just avoided women.
Nah, you can't do that because you got to get where you're trying to go in life. First off, you have to understand your purpose as a man.
Yes.
Now, your purpose as a man, it's your vehicle. It drives you. That's everything. Your woman is supposed to be in the passenger seat, and she can drive sometimes too. But for the most part, your purpose is first. If you haven't reached your purpose, you do not need to be in a relationship. That's just my truth. As a man, you have to put your purpose first. You have to put God first. You have to put your family first. You feel me?
That was the right sound.
Yeah. You got to put your family first, your health. Then you date, because then you can lead.
And that's what I did, and I would have never had this business, this building.
See,
I would have never met
you
you if I had a chick telling me the whole time while I was broke. Look at you, you're broke.
Yeah.
That company's doing way better than you.
You see what I'm saying?
You're so broke.
It's the
and
truth.
like, I'm sorry, but that's all. I
Superficial.
haven't met the boss lady that gave me. I'm sorry. So that's just usually what I meet, and it's just like, okay, I don't want to. And I saw my friends dealing with that. And then what a lot of my friends did was had kids with girls. And it's like, now you got to get a job because now it's not even about the relationship with this person. It's like, you're a father now.
Bro, you signed up to spend $250,000.
Or you're just trying to get out of your house so you don't have to live with your mom in this apartment. And now you got to live with this girl and just survive because you're homeless, really. Or I've seen all the scenarios, man.
You couch surfing this shit, dealing with a relationship.
But the women ends up usually kind of being the boss, and I've seen that.
But you got to remember, bro, that's the shift. That's the paradigm shift. The idea that as a man, the idea of you was just to provide. Now, if they don't need your money, are you still seen as that leader and provider? Ooh. So it shows that the person and the man was never valued in the first place.
Right.
Because if it takes for the woman to have money, now you are devalued, then what was the true value of the man in the first place?
What you're seeing right now in this, I hate to say it, but like this is why you don't take care of a lot of people's problems.
Exactly.
Because of this. Because now we don't have problems. Now our biggest problems are what you identify with.
There you go.
That's your. And I'm sorry, I'm not. Listen,
and
truth, all of you people that have that as an issue, awesome. But it's just so sad to see you make that an issue and not thanking the ground and the country that's not allowing these people in to shoot you, like what's going on in Gaza right now.
It's crazy.
Like we don't gotta deal with that. So I don't think Gaza's biggest problem is what they identify with. That you would look silly
fighting on
going over there bringing that up. Like they got real problems. So like. Now we're at a society point where all of our problems are taken care of. Women are equal. A lot of them are getting paid better than men. Let's be honest.
That's true.
A lot of my rapper friends have girlfriends that get paid more than them.
That's true. Depending on who she is and how she moves. Yeah.
But the more gangster you are, the more likely your girl got a better job than you. And it's just sad. Like,
it's messed up right now.
Well, for men.
For men, it's messed up right now.
Women, go on, man.
Do
Props
what
to
makes you happy.
Hey.
Live your life. For the men out there,
thank you.
Don't have no hatred in your heart. Don't be, malice towards anybody. Take care of you.
Yeah.
That's it. Focus on you.
But men are at a loss right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, Lincoln Roy, because like they don't get to be manly. They're not celebrated for their manliness. Women are celebrated now. And that's the truth. Women are celebrated for whatever they do.
Yeah.
And it's just tough for it, man.
It's a little tough right now, just gotta hold your head up.
Let's talk about producing. Let's talk about song composure as well.
Let's do it.
I know you. How do you go about the song composing process, and what's your ideologies toward that?
Great question. So, I'm inspired by the great artists who pick certain concepts to make records. So, what inspires me as an artist is the concept of the record: talking checks, coasting, 2 seats. So them say. These are all concepts of my personality. And once I deal with the production paints pictures for me. When I listen to a production, it paints a picture. I'm writing what I see in the picture of the beat I'm imagining it. So I know when I perform live, the performance gonna be strong.
That's dope.
Because I'm bringing my true emotion of exactly.
Yes.
It's a whole thing.
Right.
It's not just a song.
I feel you.
It's never just a song. So even if it's fun, even if it's chill, it's never just a song if I'm gonna put it out. So that's my process of like, okay, how do I connect this message the best way? That's my whole idea of making a song. So that's why I feel like my songs are heavy, and I feel like they'll last. Because they have substance in there. Even if it's a chill song, even if I'm talking crazy, it's a single that I ain't released yet called Back and Forth. Crazy, like, ratchet record. But the concept is called Back and Forth. I don't want to go back and forth.
Oh, with the ratchet girl? Is that what you're saying?
It's not just a ratchet girl, but I'm saying anybody.
Hey, I don't feel you on that though, because I'm not a back and forth. But like, once it's done, it's done.
It's done. So I don't got time to go back and forth with you. So yeah, so those that's what inspired my records. I'm chilling one day, something pop up in my head. Man, I don't like the old zigzag raps. I like the other ones. All right, yeah, like throw them zigzags away. Yeah, I'm smoking all day. I don't know. It could be anything. It's just whatever's in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Going back to your back and forth point though, like it's just because like I was talking about that with a chick, and I was just like, yeah, you don't. I know you want me back, but what you're really wanting back is that era in time,
and you're not getting that back.
And that's why we're gonna have all these faux pops when we hit back up.
Exactly.
Like, well, what are you doing now? You dated who? You're doing what are your jobs? And you feel this weird differential.
Let me put him back in a box. Let me domesticate him again, so I can get back the version of him that I want. And guys do it sometimes for girls, so it's that thing. It's that thing of both that time. Yeah,
girls do it. We've been bashing girls. Guys do it.
Guys do it too.
So
always trying to go back to that era and get that person the way you had them. That's not.
Seems nostalgic.
Yeah, when it's over, it's over. So
I mean, because I have certain girls that I think about the ones that got away.
You always got something that got away,
bro. Doesn't every man
undefeated?
Doesn't every man have the one that got away? But like as a man, and I tell myself this, thinking we're like, nah, bro, that was an era in time you missing.
Exactly. You gotta just
that girl's different now. That girl's different.
You might not be able to have a conversation with her.
No, it's different now. She on some different shit.
You gotta be on some different shit too. You gotta get on some different.
It's sad when you're not.
It's sad when you're thinking about it still.
You're in the same.
You 5 years out and you still thinking about it.
Hey, 5 years. What you said. Girls change every 5 years. That's what I told my friend. It's tough to be with a girl since high school in this society. Because they change every 5 years. The girl you dated in high school, she's not gonna be.
That's not the same girl.
That was a nice person.
Exactly.
Who's just realizing her physical, social, her soul. She don't know what that shit is at 18. 25,
it's a different person. 28 is a different person.
She's accepted herself.
Yep.
She's accepted her. Get this Asian connection off here.
That's the truth though. So
yeah.
That's the whole process of like, you know, exactly that back and forth concept sparks a conversation. So once you hear the record, yeah, I'm on some ratchet turned up. It's gonna come this summer. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. But it's that idea, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm on some moving forward. We're out here getting money.
Wanted to ask you about BT Weekend out there in LA.
BT Weekend. So yeah, so Concrete Jungle Live, BT Weekend. New single release show for Hop in the Game. New merch coming. BT Weekend, Hop in the Game. We're doing our first podcast live at the event.
You do a podcast too?
I did podcasting 2017, 2018. Before it was the bigger thing. I had a little situation. We're talking about music and stuff like that. But I took a break and focused on the artistry because that's the goal.
It's good content,
so now we're back with the live space. It's like, all right, we might need to incorporate just the live aspect of it and put it all together. It's slowly but surely becoming a small media event conglomerate in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta let me know when it's going down. I want to go down there.
Yeah, last Saturday of June, BT Weekend, Concrete Jungle Live. Looking forward to it. I hope y'all there, get some tickets, It's going to be a vibe.
I hope you plan on coming back in the Bay June 21st. I'm throwing a comedy show out here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I'll have some successful Bay Area comedians and stuff. If you're around, man. You know
okay.
What I mean?
That's what's up.
I'll invite you out. I want to talk about lastly musicianship.
Okay.
Instruments.
Yes.
Do you play any?
Yeah, started playing the drums at 11, 12 years old.
That's the hardest one to play.
That's the whole...
Well, I don't know. It's pretty tough. It's a lot on your heart.
You have to compartmentalize.
Yeah, that's the hard part for me.
Hard part.
Yeah, that took me like
the coordination.
3 years. Just, okay, this, and then this doing something else.
This is hitting the snare, this hitting the hi-hat. You rolling on the tom-toms. It's the floor tom. You got the...
I'm already confused.
The crash cymbal, the ride cymbal.
That's too much. I don't want all that.
The kick, and all of that got to be in time. Because everybody's relying on you.
Everybody
looking at you.
Thank you. Band member, let's talk about that.
Yes.
Everyone is looking at you.
You kind of the band leader. You second in line.
And you're looking at the bass player.
Yep. Because he needs me.
Y'all gotta be good.
Yes, he needs me. He's
Y'all
looking at me
gotta
like
be Stockton and Malone.
Yes. The keyboard is dancing to in between the
He
timing.
can fill in.
He just do his own thing.
And the keyboard gotta be humble.
Because he can't do too much. He can't play too much over the drums.
Drummer gotta be humble too. We've
That's
all
the
heard
main
a
guy.
busy drummer.
That's the main guy that needs to be humble. If we're going to talk truth.
And he wants, but he already get all the light. I'm talking to all you. You're already getting all the light. All the girls
you
are
talking
already
to
looking
me
at
right now.
you.
You talking to me
The
right
girls
now.
are all looking at you first, and like a singer, but you don't need to do extra, bro. That's too much.
Calm down.
Man,
You're going
simple,
too far.
simple makes us sound
Cool it,
better. We can tell you're trying to get looks.
Yeah.
You're bored. Man, I'm hella skilled. I'm just doing this. Yes.
Not too much feels. Hey, the singer needs to breathe.
It looks good. You having rhythm. Trust me.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard. We're fascinated off it. This whole we don't know what that is. It's just you flossing, but I don't like it. Like the bass and the drum gotta be humble.
Bass and drum is like peanut butter and jelly. We rocking together the whole show.
I can hear just bass and drum sometimes, bro.
Dubwise. That's what they call it, reggae.
Yeah.
Dubwise. Just bass and drum.
Just bass and I can hear that in a band live.
Yeah. You know what the first instrument is?
Ever created?
Yeah, the first instrument.
Drums, probably, right?
Yeah, the Nayabinga drum.
Now, how is that documented?
That's cow skin, I believe, and wood, and like some type of either yarn or string, and it created that sound, and then the sound is the heartbeat. Wow. So when you playing that drum, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the first tempo that was used.
I imagine it was because you
can't build a piano, bro, and you don't build a house yet.
You gotta bang on something, that's
bro.
a
You're
drum.
gonna find something
stick,
like
you got a stick from a tree, and you're just gonna hit some. I mean,
bro, you gonna start singing something.
Naturally, the drum was, and then the bass came in from someone.
I'm sure. Yeah, somebody did that. It was like, how are we gonna mimic that sound? And then they went and found you can build. I come from a musical family, bro.
Right, I can tell. No, you know about the band and the instrument shit. Yeah.
I know people who built their own instruments in the third world country, bro, with their hands.
I love seeing third world country build shit. Like when they build a car out of wood.
You gotta stop, bro.
A steam powered tricycle. This shit's fascinating, bro.
They got ACs and shit that you ain't never heard of. But I'm just saying though, bro, for real.
They got AC, air conditioning.
Yeah, they be doing all type of different stuff, man.
I love seeing it.
You know, they improvise over there.
I love seeing it.
Hey, shout out to the third world, Belize, Jamaica, the vibes, them.
Is Belize?
Belize, yeah, that's where my family's from. And Jamaica.
Is that Africa?
No, Belize in Central America, the only English-speaking country in Central America. It's a melting pot.
It's
like
Caribbean,
America.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I know about Belize. That's a third world country. People go there.
I mean, they say it's a third world country.
For vacation.
Beautiful place. Beautiful place.
Your dog probably goes
beautiful
really
place.
Far, right,
Trust me, bro. You gonna get there one day.
Bro, I want to go.
You're gonna get there one day.
I want to go.
We just gonna speak it, throw it out there.
I only been to Korea. It was wild. Like mid-90s I went. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wanted to go back as an adult. I never did.
You should, bro. Were you big on traveling?
No, I'm
You like
not.
planes?
I don't. I hate
I
planes.
knew something. I knew it was something.
But
When you
I'm gonna
want to
tell you
know
something
somebody,
right
ask
now.
them if they like planes.
Yeah, I don't even like going over high bridges.
What you start thinking about? Architecture? It's gonna fail?
Yeah.
Well, just because you got on it, that's why it's gonna
Yes.
fail. Nah.
Look at where I have the worst luck in history, man. I have the worst luck in history.
No. It don't work like that, sir. You can't live in fear.
Oh, man. Well, you need to come to the Bay more and help me out with that, all right?
We're gonna drive over the bridge.
We're going to drive over the bridge
I'm gonna come over here
together,
just to
man.
drive over the bridge.
Anyone that listens is gonna grill me after this now. Well, thank you for coming. We've come for an hour now. So.
Yeah.
Shout out your next song coming up.
Yep.
What is the next song you guys want?
Next record.
Talked about it earlier, but
yeah. Just to rephrase it. Hop in the game. Coming. Early June. Music video gonna be crazy. Release party.
Might play that at my comedy show.
Yes.
Might play it.
New merch coming. New podcast.
Shout out the shirt you're wearing right now. The shirt's dope.
Hey,
as hell.
Concrete Jungle Live, you feel me?
Yeah.
Don't forget. Y'all gotta see the.
It's really nicely done too.
If you can see it.
Look at these LA people now with the cheap ass screen print. They getting like the real that's like a real shirt
What
out
you
of
call it,
Macy's. Like, that's a
DTG?
good shirt.
It's cool. I like it.
I mean, I'm really looking at the shirt because the shirt's good. It's not
Good
that
quality.
usual
Good quality.
Alibaba Express shit.
Yeah, I gotta tell the people, make sure they tap in with me. You know, all streaming platforms, Lincoln Roy, Instagram, Lincoln Roy. You go to www.lincolnroy.com. Yeah, man. Spotify, Concrete Jungle Live page, Lincoln Roy page, man. Y'all tap in. New music coming soon. We flooding the market this year, so stay tuned.
That's my guy Lincoln Roy, man, from LA, man. Go at him right now. Social medias, YouTube's, all that. I appreciate him coming on, wrapping up with me. We covered a lot, man.
I appreciate you. You're a funny guy, man.
Thank you, bro. Hey, man. Create Studios Pod with my guy Lincoln Roy in the building, man. Go at him right now, y'all. We're going to have a great weekend. Later.
Jay Strain on the beat.